Hello, hey guys.
Hello.
Hello, everyone.
Hi, good. How are you?
Hi, everyone.
Thank you. Yeah, we are about 18. So welcome, guys. G60 Superview. Anish, welcome. Chucks, Autopilot. Welcome, guys. Eduardo is Varentra. Fireflies. So Fireflies, may I know your real name? Because I always see you, but I don't know who you are.
I think it is an artificial intelligence, not a real people.
Oh, it's my bad then. I just
It
thought
says
that
note taker.
Not taker.
Yeah, it's an AI tool. It's taking notes, but I don't know who's using it or who's enabling it.
It is an automation or some stuff, because
Maybe.
it is interesting. Yeah, Prashant, welcome, Prashant.
Hi, how are you?
Hi. Thank you. I'm doing fine. How are you?
Good.
Yeah, perfect. Welcome, Alexei.
Thank you.
So, yeah, there is a sincere discussion. Yeah, thank you. Shall we start? What do you say, guys?
Sure. Let's go. Let's start it.
Okay, let's go then. I'm sharing my screen with you, and then I'm just going to show you some things here. So, guys, in this webinar, we are just going to show what are the new features in Ant Media Server, and to show you how to get the 25% of our revenue or your revenue. And you know, the Ant Media Server, our goal is to be the streaming engine of the world. So the agenda today is, first, we are just going to take a look at some of the features in Ant Media Server that is available on 2.7.0. One of them is the stereo and high audio quality for real-time music streaming. So it means that you can use Ant Media Server in your music streaming solutions as well. So the second thing is how to make interactive streaming with ID3 Tags. This is something that scalable, low latency streaming solution needs to make the streaming interactive. And the last thing is the managing subscriber access. In other words, managing the user access to the streams on the fly. So you mean that in some kind of premium services, you may need to block the subscribers to watch the stream immediately, or to block it to just publish a stream or some stuff. Especially, it is a very required feature for video chat applications. So we support this feature for both real-time and low latency streaming solutions as well. So after that, we are going to just show you an AWS Streaming Wizard demonstrations by giving the benefits of the Ant Media Streaming Wizard, use cases, and lastly, we will show you the demo. And in AWS Streaming Wizard, guys, you are just going to cut your streaming costs, platform as a costs, with AWS Streaming Wizard. And the last two things is, we are just going to tell you how to get your 25% revenue share. What is the point behind that? What is our goal? What is our purpose? And then we will just finalize what is the next for the Ant Media Server. So before starting, guys, the Black Friday campaign is active, and you can get an Ant Media Server with 25% discount. It means that I mean, it is a risk-free discount. If the Ant Media server if you are a new user and if you have some kind of issues, you know, we are always here to help you, and we are always giving the refund if the customers are not happy with the solution. So as a next step, then I will just demonstrate you a stereo and high audio quality for real-time music streaming. Guys, the point in here is that I'm just going to show you something from here. And please wear your headphones so that you will feel the stereo. To be honest, we just implemented this page to demonstrate one of our users that the stereo is working. Otherwise, we didn't prove that it is working. He is claiming that it is not stereo. We are saying that it is stereo. Then we just provide this solution to certainly show that it is providing a stereo streaming. So in this demonstration, when I'm just going to click the publish button, the stream is going to be published to the Ant Media server, and we just have some kind of manipulation before pushing the stream. I mean, we just separate the channels, and we use two different MP3 files. One of them is from Adele, and the other one is from Michael Jackson. And we publish these two different streams in different channels, left and right. So when we play it, we hear the Michael Jackson on the right, and we hear the Adele on the left. And I will give you the link so that you will experience it. So then I'm just clicking the publish button here. So right now it is publishing, and I think this is the link. Okay, so I'm sending the link to you so that you can experience it on your end. So you just listen Adele on the left or right, and the other Michael Jackson on the other headphone. Welcome, Luke. Yeah, thank you, Eduardo, for confirming. It's great, and it is great to send you a gift card from our end so that you can enjoy some maybe coffee or Amazon gift card. By the way, Noor, do we have the form to send the coffees?
We have. I will send it now.
Yeah, perfect. Thank you very much. So, guys, did you, anyone has experience? I see that Raul, thank you for thumbs up. Other guys, did you experience that one? It's working. Thank you, Eduardo. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you, Mohit. Thank you, Mustafa, Umut. That's great. So the point, I'm just switching back to another demonstration. This is the stereo. This is the multi-channel stuff. On the other hand, in the previous versions, Ant Media server uses 8 kHz sampling rate. And the 8 kHz sampling rate means that you hear the voice of me, you hear good amount of audios, but in some music streaming, you just lose the audio because it means that high frequency components is not being streamed through the Ant Media server. It is just downgraded to 8 kilohertz. So as you see, the maximum human hear rate is, as far as I remember, between 20 kilohertz, 22 kilohertz, or something like that. So in this sample, I just publish a stream with a high frequency, and this is source audio is 13 kilohertz. And when I click the play it, I will just hear a tone. So it is a high frequency component. It does not have very good audio or some stuff, but it will just show you that the high audio component is being streamed through Ant Media server. So if you would like to have a more aggressive streaming frequency, there is a sample here which is about 16 kilohertz, and it is much more, how can I say, not nice. It's a very thin audio.
Disturbing, I guess. Yeah, noisy and disturbing, I guess.
Yeah, it is very disturbing. Yeah. So just I'm publishing right now. Yeah. Do you hear the audio? But you will hear it soon. In the previous releases, you don't hear this noise in Antimedia Server. So I'm just click publishing, and I'm just going to here and click play button. So I'm sending you again, and you will just hear a very thin tone on your end, so that this is the high frequency component. So I just sent the link on the chat window. Could you please try it on your end and let me know if it works for you? Thank you, Mohit. Thank you, Eduardo, Umut.
I have tried now. I am deaf.
What's that? I didn't get the point.
Maybe I say the word.
He cannot hear anything.
Yes.
I'm sorry?
He cannot hear any. He cannot hear anymore because of that voice.
For the sake of your ears, I'm just stop publishing. Okay, guys. So the good thing is that even if there is a high frequency support, stereo support on the Antimedia server side, it just decreases the CPU load on the Antimedia server, which means that while we are having a higher quality, we are also using less CPU resources in order to have these capabilities, these benefits on the Antimedia server side. I mean, it is win-win for both parties. High quality comes not with price or some kind of cost, high quality and less CPU load. It is just much more win-win than the usual. So this is the first demonstration. And in the Antimedia, I just would like to give the word to the developer of the ID3 tags in Antimedia, because he's the developer, he knows what it works, and we also recognize him for his contributions. So the stage is yours, Burak.
Thank you, Oğuz. Thank you, guys. Welcome. First of all, I want to say, tell why we are using ID3 timed method tag. In WebRTC, I think most of you have some experience with Antimedia server and WebRTC streaming. In WebRTC, you know, we have data channel and we send some message and the players receive the message immediately. We have some chance in WebRTC, but in HLS playback, you don't send a message directly from data channel. Also, in some applications, like for example, HQ Trivia, maybe some of you have some experience with that game. When the presenter asks a question, then the question appeared on the application at the same time for everyone at that point. So most of such applications uses HLS, and to make this possible, ID3 tags are using for synchronization the event and sending some messages to the HLS viewers. So we have added ID3 feature to Antimedia server in version 2.7.0. Now I want to demonstrate how you can enable and use it with a demonstration. I am sharing my screen. This is awful audio. Let me stop it. And Okay, we will come here later. This is an Antmedia server instance on the cloud. I have created that application because I'm not sure about the other applications settings. First of all, you need to enable ID3 tags from the settings. If you go to advanced settings and search for ID3, there is a setting here. You should make it true. By default, it is disabled. You should enable it by setting it to true as a first step. By the way, when I try it, I couldn't make it work without adaptive streaming. Actually, this may be a bug. I need to investigate that. But with the adaptive, it is working fine. So I have added this adaptive settings. Normally, you don't have to add this. As I said, I will investigate why. But to make the demonstration, I added one adaptive setting here. Otherwise, you have to enable ID3 only from the settings. Now I will create a stream on this application. With the stream name of stream 1. Okay, I have started my stream. Let's check it. Okay, it is on the server. Now, this is a sample page I have created on CodePen. Actually, Antmedia server built-in player does not support ID3 tags for now, but we can edit. You know, we are using Video.js there, and also I have used it here. Now, when I refresh this page, I think it will start playing my stream. Since this is an HLS stream, there is some lag also available here, like 10 seconds. I have created this for ID3 tags. You can, this is a public one, you can investigate what I did here. But the general idea is that it parses the ID3 tags and print them on the video player. Now I will show you how you can add a ID3 tag message to your stream. For now, you can do it with a REST API. Let me show you. Now, this is the REST API. In this REST API, I said add ID3 tag to the stream 1. This is my message. You can use any text data here. You can use JSON data, for example, to make better applications. But for now, I sent a text. After some time, it will appear here. You can do a better interactive and funny things. For example, you can send some emojis. Now it is here. By the way, I can also provide this to you. I hope you can run it on your side also. Let me send another emoji.
Burak, the main use case for this ID3 is HLS, I guess, right? The protocol
Yes,
perspective.
this is HLS. This is an HLS player, yeah.
Berg, I have a query. Does it consume some more CPU load compared to the normal one?
I don't think it adds some more CPU load. It's a lightweight thing. So actually, I didn't check it in terms of the CPU usage, but I don't think if it consumes more CPU.
One more I have a query related to H.265. The thing is, as we know that if we turn on adaptive bitrate streaming and it converts the H.265 stream into H.264 to play on WebRTC on the browser, correct? So can we get some plugin at the end user where we can use that plugin to convert at end customer H.264 and run the stream rather than running on the media server, conversion on the media server?
Okay, let me repeat the question, then be sure if I understood correct.
Okay.
You will publish a stream with WebRTC, right? With H.264.
No, I will publish H.265 from the camera to the media server. And if we are converting media using adaptive bitrate to H.264, it consumes very high CPU load at my media server. So to reduce the costing at my cloud service, I want to use this conversion at destination. Means the client server where they are viewing the data. WebRTC.
Okay. How you publish H.265? Which protocol are you using actually?
RTSP.
RTSP, and you don't want to convert it to the H.264 on the server side, but on the client side.
Yes. At the edge, so that see what I can do at the end customer can have a little bit high CPU systems to view it rather than doing on the cloud server. So I want to reduce the hardware cost at cloud server.
Okay, but the point that I couldn't understand is that if the people can get H.265, why you want to convert it to H.264 on the client side? If there is
Reason the browser does. Okay, the reason is browser. It can be Chrome, it can be Safari. Does not support WebRTC H.265.
Okay. Okay. You want to play it with
I think there is one query I have raised on the same last week. So that's still pending. I did not get a revert back.
Okay.
So see, you can mail me over a same. That will be really helpful. I think Alper, you are there in the mail.
Okay, we can send an email.
But I think that requires some investigation. Let us check, because anyway, whatever we receive, usually it's kind of getting transmuxed or coded, right? And in order to pass through it, maybe we need to check like what could be done on the server side. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Let us.
So this is. I have a big number of streams inquiry from the customer side. Since I need a right solution to solve this problem.
Okay.
And if I use H.264, it consumes very high storage because we are recording as well. So I want to reduce that as well.
I have some ideas, Prashant, for resolving this issue. We can discuss at the end of the meeting. So we can just proceed for now.
Okay. Yeah. Please proceed. Yes, definitely. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much. So there is a question from Eduardo Burak. He is asking that I'm not familiar with audio streaming. Does ID3 work with video streaming too?
Yes, actually, in HLS, it is a third stream. In FFmpeg literature, you say video data as one stream, audio data is another stream, and ID3 tags are a third stream. So it may work with audio, without audio, with video, or without video.
Yeah, thank you very much. So Eduardo, is there an answer for your question? Yeah, thank you. So in the demonstration, you get also the answer. Thank you very much. So Burak, is there anything that you would like to add for ID3?
Yes, I want to send a last smiling face to you.
Okay, perfect.
Did you get? Have you received? If yes, then I will stop my sharing. See you.
Send it?
Actually, I have sent it, but maybe you missed that.
Yeah, maybe. So yeah, the question here. So there's an interactive streaming in HLS, but what about real-time streaming? What is the real-time equivalent of these ID3?
Actually, the answer that I thought is data channel, I think. With the data channel in WebRTC, you can send any data. Of course, it is a real-time data. So whenever you send a data, it will be received by the viewers at the same time.
Yeah, so I mean, that interactivity is very simple in real-time streaming because everything is real-time. You can send the data and it pop up anything.
Yep.
In the ID3, as far as I know, so this synchronization is very critical. So that we just need to put the correct data to the correct moment.
Yes.
So people get it at that second. Because HLS streaming has some kind of latency. In some places, it is 10 seconds latency. In some places, it is 8 or 15 or something like that.
Yes, yes. Actually, you will
okay, so it makes sense.
You will receive the data at the same time with the people, but the same time is with respect to the video or audio moment, not in real data, because you may be lead or lag from my playback in HLS. You cannot guarantee that you and I can play the same video at the same time. There should be there may be some seconds difference between the HLS viewers. But in real time, of course, this is not a problem. Everyone gets the video and audio data at the same time, also the text data.
Okay, thank you very much. And Eduardo is saying that it is interesting to auction event streaming. Yeah, it makes sense. And I think AWS Streaming Wizard is a good use case for auction events as well. So I'm just thinking loudly. And Team has a question. Please go ahead, Team.
Yes, I have a question because I'm not 100% familiar with the ID3. The ID3 tags, like where is this? Is this in the HLS file? Like, how is it parsed? Like, what is happening? Because I'm just wondering if we had a video player that we're already using, is this going to be compatible with every video player, or like how can we get this working with our own video players, for example?
As far as I know, the good with HLS players support it. HLS.js supports it. As far as I know, Video.js is also supporting it.
Okay, so there's no additional configuration that we need to do or anything. It should just work.
No. Maybe you can set some flag, something on the player implementation. That's all. You don't have to add some third-party things. They have the built-in features, but you need to enable it with some callback, because when it receives the ID3 tag, it provides the data with a callback to you.
Okay.
If you check the code pen that I shared, you will see it.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, so then the question is ID3 from Usame. ID3 can also be used for captioning the live video, right?
Yes.
This is the expected solution, or this is the ID3 is timed metadata. It is, yeah, it can be used for live captioning, but I think it is not the correct use for subtitle and captioning stuff. I'm not sure. So it is maybe another thing as well.
But it can be usable for this purpose.
Yeah, okay. Okay, then we are proceeding. And the next one, thank you, Burak, for your contribution, for your demonstration. And the next slide, and thank you for the development as well. So the next one is manage subscriber access on the fly for premium services. The developer is Yunus, and he's going to tell and demonstrate how to use, how to manage, how to kick out the subscribers from streaming on the fly. The stage is yours. Yunus.
Hi guys, can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Yunus here. Today I'm gonna demonstrate you how to block subscribers on air. This feature allows us to block players and publishers on the fly with REST API. So first, let me go to our test server. First, we need to enable few settings. First, I'm gonna demonstrate blocking players. So first, you need to enable this setting here, enable TOTP for playing. And then we need to generate a secret. Just click on this. And afterwards, save it. Now we are ready to use the feature. So first, let's go to our Postman and generate a TOTP token for our subscriber. We need to type the name of the subscriber. This can be the user ID in your application. I'm just gonna put Yunus here, and then I'm gonna put the type play for now. And also we will put the name of the stream and send the GET request. This will return us a TOTP. Then let me publish a stream very quickly here to the server. Let's publish it. Here is our playing page. First, I will try to play this without authenticating. Give me a second. Okay, as you see, I should not be able to play it. And now I need to pass my subscriber ID, Yunus, and then the subscriber code. This is the TOTP. This might be expired. Let me generate it very quickly. Again, let's go back. And as you see now, I am able to play the stream. So now we are ready to block this subscriber Yunus from playing on air with using our new REST API method. This is a put request. Let me show you. Here we type our subscriber name as parameter and also the stream ID. We pass the duration of block as seconds. I'm gonna just pass 100 here. And then I'm gonna click send. And as you see, we got success here and the playback immediately stopped. Similarly, I can remove the block on air. I'm just gonna pass 0 here. I'm gonna, I don't really need to refresh. And as you see, the playback has started.
Yeah.
So this way, as we demonstrated here, you can ban anyone watching the streams on air with that duration. Okay, as you see, we passed 0 to remove the block, and for the blocking, for a duration, we passed 100. Similarly, we can do the same for publishing. So let me go back to our server, and I'm gonna enable this setting for publishing. Just click generate to generate a random secret. and then save it. Let's go to our publish page. Let's refresh the page. Now I am going to first let's generate the TOTP, just like playing scenario. Generating publish token is same with playing. I'm just gonna type publish as type. Let's make this Yunus2, and our stream name is same. And I am going to generate the token. And afterwards, I am going to pass the token as subscriber code. And also my subscriber ID as Yunus2. And then we are ready to publish. Let's start. And as you see, publish has started. And now we are ready to block this user from publishing. So let's go back to our postman, our put request here. I would like to block him from publishing for 100 seconds. Let's pass publish instead of play and type Yunus2. Our stream ID is same, and I'm going to send the block requests. As you see, we got through here, and the publish has stopped, as you see here. And we got user blocked. So similarly, I can remove the block by passing 0 here. So I'm gonna pass 0, send it. I got unauthorized access here because my TOTP has expired. Let's generate it very quickly. And when I pass it, as you see, the publish has started.
Okay, perfect. So I have a question for you, Yunus. So
Yes.
in the previous implementation, as far as I remember, we just need to add the subscriber ID and the subscriber code to the database specific for all users. But as far as I see, you don't use it. You just give some kind of subscriber ID. You just make it up and then use it. So how it happens there?
Actually, the magic here is with the TOTP. Previously, we were not using TOTP in subscriber block, so we had to add each and every subscriber to the database and mark the broadcasts as subscriber only. But with this way, from users' perspective, enabling TOTP is enough. They don't need to duplicate entire database to Antimedia server database.
Okay, perfect. So it will create some kind of ease of use so that no data will be replicated or duplicated on the Antimedia server side. Everything is on the fly, blocking, kick outs, banning, and allowing all the users to access the resources, even for publishing and playing.
Yes, exactly. Users can just use the user IDs and map their users easily and ban anyone anytime from publishing and playing. This adds lots of flexibility to the security features of Antimedia server.
Oh, I got it. So the last question is that it is okay for just a single standalone server, but if there is tons of servers are running in the backend side, and the publisher is in one of the instance, and we are just sending a request through load balancer, it may end up to any instance running in the backend side. So does it work there? How the communication happens there?
Yeah, it will automatically work. From end user's perspective, you don't need to do anything because the server redirects the request and queries the subscriber from where it's registered.
Okay, that's perfect. So thank you very much for the demonstration. Any question, guys, for the subscriber blog kicking out?
I've got a quick question. Yes, actually, that's what I wanted to say, Mohit. Yeah, can I permanently block a subscriber? Yeah, it's exactly what I wanted to know.
Yeah, please
yes.
go ahead.
Actually, there's a duration, but you can pass a very large seconds, very large number integer to the block request so that you can permanently block. This is one way. Mohit also has another question, I think. Yes, it will work for all protocols, WebRTC, HLS, and others.
Okay. So, any question, guys? Thank you for the presentation, Yunus, and thank you for the development of this feature on the backend side. Then we are just proceeding to the next lovely session, and again in this session, the developers of the tool will present the product. So we just created an AWS Streaming Wizard. Mohit and Murat are going to present this feature, and it will give you some kind of ideas about the benefits, use cases, and the other things. So yeah, the stage is yours, Mohit and Murat.
Thank you, Zabik. So, hi guys. So before we proceed to the actual demo, let's just quickly understand why and how is this helpful, and why should we use this solution. So there are some couple of pointers that I can quickly point to. So the first thing is that this solution is it is very simple to deploy and manage. So with this solution, you can very quickly you just need to give the number of viewers and viewers and broadcasters, and then you will have a system which is running. And the solution is very easy to start using, manage, and can be easily removed when you are done. So it's very dynamic and it's very easy to deploy and manage. Also, in real-time streaming, it is going to have scalability, and therefore it gives you a lot of scalability feature and very efficient resource usage as well. So if you have if you want to scale your system automatically to handle lots of loads and demand, you can easily do that without any hassle, and it grows with your needs, and you don't have to make any modifications for this system to work. Other things is that it is very cost effective. So let's say you want to have a cost effective solution which is flexible as well. You can use this solution because it will only use the resources that you actually require, and it will automatically pick out the right kind of setup, making your streaming run very well without any unnecessary expenses. And it is also very reliable and redundant because it's a system which is running in a cluster mode, so there are multiple nodes, and therefore it is always reliable and redundant. And it is as I would like to say, as I say often, it is a product as a service. So we have other things, but this is like a product which you have as a service. So yeah, we will talk more about this and the use cases in the later, because I think nobody likes to hear long stories. So let me share my screen and we can get started.
While you are starting, I have a question. So what is the alternative of AWS Streaming Wizard? Or AWS Streaming Wizard is alternative of some tools that is available.
Yeah.
So
yeah, definitely, it's a good question. So right now earlier we had this solution called CloudFormation template, with the help of which we used to make these scalable systems. But in those, there were lots of things that were to pass. There was a lot of manual work. It was less manual, but still there was some manual work, because we had to give the number of the type of resources that needs to be created, the type of instances, the certificates, and numbers of nodes that need to be taken up. And so there were many manual things which we had to set up and give as in the field. But with this solution, we just need to give the number of broadcasts and number of viewers, and you'll have a running system. So it's very simple, and it's very easy and very quick to set up. So it's a very easy way to make a scalable cluster which can cater to any kind of load, any kind of demand, or any kind of scalability that you need to have. Yeah. Does it make sense?
It makes sense. While you are proceeding, I will continue asking my question. So let's go ahead. So while it's getting ready, I will ask again.
Sure, thank you. So this is the landing page that you can reach up to. Let me share in the chat as well so that you guys can access it. So as you can see, it just asks for two fields, the viewer count and the publisher count, right? We just need to give the number of viewers that you expect and the number of publishers that you want to publish. And if you have a domain name that you want to use for SSL, you can use your own domain. But in case you don't have a domain and you'd like to use the domain of Media, you can do that as well. So you just need to give the viewer count, publisher count, and then the magic will start to happen. So let me make a small count for you. Let's go with 5,000 viewers, and I will publish one stream. Let's generate the SSL as well, and let's submit. It may take a couple of minutes to generate the SSL because it will generate a certificate for you that we'll use to access the resources later. So yeah, if you have any questions at this point, we can go to them as well.
In a commercial perspective, I think AWS Streaming Wizard can replace some things in the market as a competitor. What are the competitors of AWS Streaming Wizard in different perspectives?
So I'm sorry, but I could not understand the question. Can you give me some examples and what exactly are you trying to ask?
Okay, so okay, so let's go ahead.
Okay, we'll come back to that then. So yeah, as you can see, we have a domain name, right? This will use to access the resources. And as you can see, it says that for 5,000 viewers, we will need 6 edge instances of this type and 1 origin instance of c5.xlarge type. And there are 2 ways you can download the template, or even you can go and use the template directly on the AWS as well. So let me just take a note of this. And so basically, guys, if you are trying this, okay, and you want to use a certificate from Media, you can share this certificate with us, and we will just make a CNAME record for you so that you can access these resources in a secure way. So once you create the domain name, just share this with us on the mail, and you so that we can create the CNAME resource for you so that you can access this the system securely. So let's go to AWS and let's log in. So as you can see, it takes up the YML file, which is the configuration file for this template. Just click next. Give it a name. So let's give it a name, Wizard Stack. Choose a key pair that you'll use to access the resources later if you want to SSH, and go to next. Scroll down, go to next. Scroll down, acknowledge it, and submit. So this is all that you need to do, and within 5 minutes, the system will be ready to be used. So yeah, let's go back to the original question, Ozab.
Okay, so the AWS Streaming Wizard cut your streaming costs for the platform as a services. So I think we just need to compare some things that the streaming cost is huge in this platform, and if you use AWS Streaming Wizard instead of that platform, it will be much more cost effective.
Yeah, so for example, we have some platforms like Agoda or we have Wowza, which provide it as a service. So, and I think as compared to the cost, they are most costly. But if you use the AWS Wizard, it is much more cost efficient, and also you have the entire control. So, let's say you want to change anything, you want to have the flexibility to do much of changes or to make it as you would like to. You can do that. So, I think all these famous and popular streaming services, which are costly as well, I think they can replace very easily with the help of AWS Wizard. Yeah.
Okay, so thank you. Is there any questions?
Yeah, I have a quick question actually. So I can see that we specify the amount of broadcasters and viewers. So once this is deployed, what happens if, like, I realize actually I need more, like I need more viewers or more broadcasters? Is this easy to reconfigure, or I'd have to run this again, or how does it work?
Yeah, thank you. It's a great question. So, as we discussed in the start, that it is auto scalable and it is flexible, right? So in case later your viewer count or viewers count increases drastically, the system can automatically scale up as per your use case and as per the coming load. And you don't have to do anything extra. It will continue as it is. It will automatically scale up to cater to your needs. So you don't have to do anything. Just use it as it is, and it will scale up to support any kind of load that you have at any point of time.
Okay,
So,
thank you.
Yeah. By the way, there are a lot of use cases. So, like as Tim mentioned as well, this thing can be used at lots of places. There can be lots of use cases for this. And so, for example, if you are if you want to stream an online event or conferences, you can use that. You can use this, or for webinars, educational webinars as well. Or let's say you want to broadcast live streaming, live gaming, that you can do as well. Or let's say entertainment streaming, or if you want to have a real-time option and you want to quickly spin up a system and then spin it down when it's done, so you can use it for that as well. Or even one of the most recent and most popular use cases of telehealth. So you can use this for telehealth as well. Or if you have a product launch event that you want to show to people all around the globe, you can do that as well with the help of this kind of a setup. Or if you have a community engagement, or if there is a corporate training session or things like that, you can very easily make use of this resource, because it's easy to create and it can scale up and cater to any kind of load that you have. And once it is done, you can quickly spin it off and save cost and reach to wherever and how many people you want to reach about to. So yeah.
There's a question or comment from Rahul. Rahul says that I want to thank the developer who made this solution. Around a year back, I used to set up auto scale and load balancing manually. So thank you, developer.
Yeah, so it's Murat Abi. Maybe he can say hi. He's the brain and hand behind the system.
Thank you, Rahul.
Yeah, as far as I know, the users are just approaching us and asking, I want to use these number of publishers, these number of viewers in my event. And they just would like to wonder, they are just wondering which instance type and how many instances they need to use. Then I think this solution just creates a self-service for these guys. They will just enter everything, they just enter the two information. One of them is the publisher count and the other one is the viewer count. Then everything is ready on an auto-scalable way in the backend side.
Also, I want to add something.
Okay.
Besides the simplicity, actually, I think it's very flexible also. Because in this case, if we compare with the other streaming services, you don't have to keep your data, your records into somewhere that you cannot access directly. Here, you can set your S3 bucket as the recording place, or you can use another compatible services, cloud storage service, or you can keep them on your servers. this is a good flexibility. Also, with this solution, I think every feature of Multimedia Server is also coming with this tool. You can use the adaptive streaming without paying anything more. It is built in. As far as I know, in the streaming services, you need to pay for all these features. If you want adaptive bitrate, then you should pay more. If you want to use media push or similar thing, you need to pay more. But in Multimedia, in such a solution, you will get everything at the same time. And it is like a streaming service, and it is yours. Whenever you want, you can start it or you can stop it. By the way, I think it is started, Muhit.
Yeah, it started a couple of minutes back. So yeah,
Okay.
it took. So as we said that it takes around 5 minutes, not more than that, and within 5 minutes you have your system and resource ready. So guys, if you come to the output section, okay, here you will see a couple of endpoints, right? So this is the edge endpoints is your player endpoint, and the origin endpoint is your publish endpoint. Okay, so let's quickly log into the servers. So basically, these URLs that you see, they are the load balancer URL. Okay, and my colleague and the developer of this system, Mr. Murat, he just made a CNAME record for this. So we will use the actual certificate that we generated to access these resources securely. So let me just go to here, and yeah. So as you can see, we are we can securely access this. If you want, you can access these resources with the help of these URLs as well. But they will. But since this is self-signed certificate, it will give you. It will ask you for authentication. But yeah, as I said, that you can share the certificate with us, the domain name, and we can quickly make a CNAME record to make it access securely. So let me just go here, make the credentials. We'll save it. Let's go. And yeah, we are in. So as you can see, our system is up. And if you go, you'll see that there are 7 nodes. As we found in the starting, there are 6 edge nodes and 1 origin node. Origin endpoint is the publish endpoint, and the edge endpoints are the playback endpoints. So now let me quickly start a stream. So if you have any questions by this point, we can discuss those as well. Meanwhile, let me start the publish. So actually, one of my colleagues wanted me to use some cheetah image, but it is night in India, and in night we cannot go to forest. So I will publish my camera only. So yeah, let's start publishing. We have a stream here, and my colleague, Mr. Murat, will start to load this with 5K viewers. So Murat Abi, when you are ready, you can load the system. Meanwhile, let me share the playback URL with you guys so that you can play this stream as well if you need to play. Yeah, so yeah, he's loading up. Let me just quickly go here, share the link with you guys. And yeah.
So but I have a question. I'm just seeing an increase in these number of WebRTC viewers. Maybe you are just increasing the numbers in the database. How you are loading these viewers to the end media server?
You caught us, Oz. Actually, it is just an illusion.
Yeah, so actually we have a WebRTC load test that simulates actual load for the WebRTC viewers. So we are using that to create the load. And my, as I said, my colleague Mr. Murat is doing that. So he can tell you more about that. But yeah, meanwhile he does. I can basically show that we have some running instances on the EC2 to make sure that yeah, it is not a mere tweak in the database. So if you will go in running instances.
I don't trust Mr. Murat. He can make any kind of manipulations. I just need to make sure that.
Wait, can you please show us dashboard and CPU usage? Then maybe Mr. Oz believe us.
Yeah, sure. So as you can see, we have 6 edge nodes, and the CPU is very much distributed among those. So this, as you can make it out there, it is not a tweak. It's an actual load that is coming on the server, and it will increase. Yeah.
Mohit, can you please check the numbers?
Yeah, we are beyond 5,000. I think 3 players. We have 3 people playing the stream right now, and 5,000 viewers from the load test.
Yeah, I also see you very clearly in the WebRTC playback. It is playing smooth, and it seems that the load on the instances is in a healthy way. It is not. If it goes beyond 70% or 80%, it starts to some kind of fluctuations in the audio and video.
Yes. So as per this setup, we kept the CPU limit to 60%. So when the CPU goes beyond 60%, it will start to create new instances for you, so that the load is maintained equally and there is no problem with the playback. And if your numbers, let's say it goes beyond 5,000, it goes to 10 or 15K, it will auto scale. It will add new instances so that you don't face any problem in reaching to those viewers. So yeah.
Mohit, by the way, Rahul asked you to click dashboard.
Okay. Yeah. Here it is, Rahul. We are on the origin dashboard.
Yeah, actually, I just wanted to see the resource consumption at the dashboard, and it's perfectly fine, it seems.
But this is already, I think it's very low right now.
Yeah, so in the cluster section, it is just very low in the origin CPU usage. Yeah, 3%.
This is the origin. By the way, Rahul, for you, I can do one more thing.
Oh, what will you do?
Just to make sure that Rahul believes me, I will log into
you want
the
to
edge.
Connect one of the edge server.
So Rahul, this is one of the edge nodes, and the CPU is around at 47%.
Yeah, this is fine.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mohit.
Sure, most welcome. So as you can see, if I go over here, right? And
But by the way, Mohit, I want to check some more things. Could you please go back to the dashboard?
Yeah, please.
Can you click the ICE button just before the WebRTC count? ICE.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Also, these are the statistics for all clients. Also, maybe this may be a convincing thing for you.
Yeah. So increase the items per page. It is 5.
Yeah.
Oh, it is pretty stable because 20 milliseconds means that audio is sending every 20 milliseconds. It is for audio, and video, you are publishing with 20 FPS as far as I see.
Yeah, and just to also to add, I'm in India, in New Delhi, and the servers are in London. So this is such a big gap, such a big distance, but still everything is so smooth and it's all stable.
Yeah, so could you please go to other pages, because it just shows. Yeah, it is pretty well. So it is robust. I mean, it starts to degrade after 70% CPU usage, as far as according to my experiences. So it is below 60% CPU usage, and it seems very stable. And bitrate is okay.
Also, just to make this more clear, we have 7 nodes here, right? 6 edge and 1 origin. So yeah, if you go on the EC2 dashboard, we can see that we have 6 edge nodes, 1 origin and 1 MongoDB. So yeah, we are not making any kind of tweaks. It's all as it is.
Okay, thank you very much.
Are you convinced, Oğuz?
Yeah, I'm okay. So
There is no trick.
I always trust Mr. Murat, so no worries.
Yeah. So also, once this is done, let's say your event is done and you want to quickly spin it down. So you can very, very easily do that. Not much a problem. Just go to the CloudFormation page again. Yeah. Let me stop the stream first. Yeah, it stopped. Okay, we are here. I will just select this and I will delete this. So now it will delete all these resources, and it will all the resources will get free, and so that you don't have to incur any extra charges. And then again, when you want to spin up, it's very easy to spin up. So yeah, it's very easy to create, easy to handle, easy to set up, easy to scale, easy to make it the way you want to make it, and then you can easily destroy it as well.
So
yeah.
one point, we will not see a huge invoice at the end of the month in AWS because you delete everything. So for everyone, I mean, so when you know that if you just forget some instance open on the AWS site, if it is a GPU instance or some stuff, AWS will charge you for every hours that you use. By just deleting the stack, I think it deletes everything that is created. Muhit?
Yeah.
So that no one is get surprised for the invoice at the end of the month.
Yeah, also I can add one small thing. So guys, if you want to try this, go try it out and let us know. We can make some offers for you so that you can get some discounts or some things like that on AWS, right? Alparabi, we can do that, correct?
Yeah. We are in Magic Black Friday weekend, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, all the discounts are flying around. Therefore, anyone wants to use it, yes, they are more than welcome.
Okay.
Yeah, guys. So just let us know your email IDs and we will make some offers for you on AWS as well, and you can use it the way you want to use it.
Exactly. Just leave your email ID, account ID. We will take care of it.
Okay, perfect. Thank you very much for telling the things, answering the questions, making the demonstration, Mohit and Murat, and thank you for all the development works running under the hood. So, there's a saying that making complex things simple takes time. So I know how hard you work, Murat, to make this product ready for the website. Thank you, guys. So, and I will just go. Yeah, Rahul has a question. Please go ahead.
I have a question for Mohit.
Yeah, Rahul.
So what will happen if I consume more than edge resources? Suppose we have 5,000 viewers. So if we give a load of let's suppose 5,010, and let's suppose our resources, we have consumed all our resources. So is it going to create another C95 whatever it was the instance name? So is that going to create the same replica of that instance?
Yeah, it will get the same replica of the same instance type to cater to your increasing load. So you can so no matter what load you give, it will always work because it will keep on auto scaling as per the load that you are giving. So
okay, actually I was thinking that suppose only 10 users or 20 users just got increased, or some you can consider 100 users just got increased, and we are just again replicating the same instance. That is a heavy instance, right? So that is going to cost a lot. But as per the solution that is provided by Murat, I think that's very good. And can we do something like that in after consuming all the resources for C95 instance, we can create a smaller instance, or just we can create only the replica of the existing one?
Yeah, you know, Muratabi is a wizard himself, so I think he can definitely come up with something for that as well.
Maybe we can set some sort of configuration while the server setup, that once this got achieved, or once all the resources are consumed at the edge end, then we have to multiply all the instance by C5 or C6 family.
Yeah, sure. I think thank you for the this thought. I think yeah, we can definitely think about this, and we will try to get it delivered as soon as possible. So yeah, thank you, Rahul.
Okay, thanks, Mohit.
Okay, guys. So thank you again, and here is the last section of this webinar. So just let me tell how you get your 25 revenue share. We are just creating something, trying to something simple, and I just would like to tell the point here. So as a short story in Ant Media, so you know it is a young company right now. From day zero, it is about 6-7 years, and it is just started 1 or 2 guys. Then a new colleagues joined the team. Then we just set a point that we are going to be the streaming engine of the world, as known as WordPress of streaming. So our main point is to just win together, and then we are just creating a plugin architecture. We just open up the marketplace, and we are just creating some kind of ecosystem that everyone in this ecosystem can take some role and can benefit from it and can add value to the users. So right now, with all these things, we are just we are just proceeding one step further, and we are just opening our gates to let anyone to get 25 revenue share for the sales of Ant Media. So the point here is that, guys, you can just send a request to the contact@antmedia.io and claiming your code. So we will give you a code, and probably, yeah, it will have some kind of discount for your customers. So with this discount code, just make some marketing. I mean, you can write blog posts, you can write, you can create videos, or you can create products, because you know ecosystem and the marketplace is to just extend the product. So, and with this way, you will get the 25% of the revenue that is generated by your code. I mean, share your code to everywhere, in groups, in social media, in anywhere, with your product, marketplace product, or just with Ant Media server, and you will get the revenue. So we are doing this because we are just proceeding to be the WordPress of streaming, or the streaming engine of the world. So the Ant Media server will just be in the top, will be just in the center, and there is some kind of cloud providers there. There are some kind of developers there. And when we have some kind of new opportunity, we also share it in ecosystem channel or some kind of development opportunities. These developers will take advantage of that, and also it will be good for us to save some time and resources to focus on the things. So we are proceeding to be the WordPress of streaming with Ant Media server by creating a win-win opportunity for everyone. So you can be part of this journey, and you can win, or we can win as well, which means that it is a win-win for everyone. So this thing, guys, is not about only winning for revenue. It is much more. It has much more. It makes much more sense for me as well in terms of the value that we add to the world. I mean, we are just connecting the people, we are just democratizing the live streaming, and we are just inspiring the people in all over the world that guys can work together, can win together, and can take proactive approaches to make the world a good place. So if you would like to get more about the winning parts, you can just visit the About Us page, which is available on our website. I'm just sharing. And you will just be part of something bigger than you. And we will do the WordPress of streaming together. And right now, we are open for all of you guys to just get your code and make the game win-win for everyone. So, yeah, what is next? The next is for the Ant Media server and the Ant Media. There will be a hackathon at the end of this year, the December. Umut is here. Umut, would you like to say anything for the hackathon plans?
Definitely. I can't wait to have our last hackathon of the year. It will be the 4th one, guys. And some of you has already joined in the previous hackathons. This will be the magnificent one, hopefully, because it will be the last one. The challenge is simple again, streaming and building a streaming application on top of Ant Media server, and be aware of the next steps like marketplace or any other joint marketing activities. We will be there for you as well. The pre-event will be on 18th of December. You will have 1 month to develop your applications. This is different from the other hackathons. You will have more time to complete all of the solutions, all of the process. Then the award ceremony will be during January. Our mentors will be there as well. You will be able to ask your questions. There will be mini challenges. So, like, enjoyable event is waiting for us.
So, yeah, in the hackathon, guys, the goal is to create, this is an initiative or this is an encouragement to create some product that you can sell in Ant Media Marketplace. So it will just make the marketplace richer, and you will have the opportunity to sell it. And maybe in the next event, we have some partners, the partners as you become to get the revenue, that sell their products through Ant Media server marketplace, and we are helping them promoting their products in our newsletters, in creating new leads, and for selling opportunities. So we have some kind of good samples that we can demonstrate, or we can just ask them to share their opinions in one of the community events. For the Ant Media, as another thing for that, the Ant Media server 2.8.0 release. So in that release, there will be Java 17 will be used, and Tomcat is Java is going to be migrated from 11 to 17. Tomcat is migrated from 8 to 10, and Spring is migrated from 4 to 6. As you know, Java 17 is also performance efficient according to the Java 11. We also improved the stability and the performance for very high loaded infrastructures, so that we are going to make the streaming wizard support aggressive scaling, which means that if one node receives 10 times more requests that it can handle, the aggressive scaling will make to spin up, for instance, number of required instances in a couple of minutes. It make, if you use auto scalability of AWS, it takes some time to just handle the very aggressive load. With this aggressive scaling support in our end, you will handle these things very easily. And with the streaming wizard, it will have also a coverage in all over the world. So it will spin up instances quickly, and if there is a high load, it will spin up immediately when the load decreases, it will decrease the number of instances in the backend side, so that it will be a true replacement for Agora, for Twilio, or for the communication platform as a services. There is something on in the pipeline as well about push notification system, which makes the video calling very simple through Ant Media server, so that Ant Media server becomes some kind of communication product. So not only a media server, a communication product, and can replace communication platform as a services. And the last thing, but not the least, the Spaceport, which is our R&D project, and we are working for them since we start Ant Media server. So it comes to some kind of conclusion that the latest stuff seems very reasonable. We are getting feedbacks from the users, and we are about to reach something that can go to sale as an MVP. And for the volumetric video, the authorities says that when it is available, it will truly change the video ecosystem. So guys, I mean that the WordPress of streaming is happening by you and by Spaceport to just create something very different experience to the world of the streaming and to the world as well. So these are all the things from my end. I hope we can do a better collaboration with you guys, and I hope we can create something win-win together. So that please claim your codes through contact@antmedia.io, or and do the marketing, do the sales, then have the opportunity to win-win together and add value to the world. So, Hamid, you have something to raise, please go ahead.
Me?
Yeah. So you raise your hand as far as I see.
No, actually, I just send some emoji, but not the,
Okay. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, he was trying to wave, I guess. Wave his hand.
Yeah,
Okay,
like
so that we hear you.
Yeah. Now you got it. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Thank you guys for being here. Let's see in the next event, probably in Hackathon or maybe another way. So take care and have a great...
Actually, we have next event on this Thursday at the same time. We are gonna have the joint webinar with Bitmovin.
Yeah.
I'm sure you know the company Bitmovin, and we have the plugin for their analytic tools. Ant Media Server and Bitmovin Analytics can work together right now, and we are able to get some analytics from the streams. There will be a good session. Most probably you have been invited as well. If not, just let us know through the email, like contact@antmedia.io. We will invite you.
Okay, thank you, and happy week, happy night. Have a great night, guys. So take care and happy Black Friday.
Yeah. Have a nice
Bye-bye.
day ahead, guys. Bye-bye.
Have a great week, guys. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.